Celebrations marking the Gambia's 58th independence anniversary were held at the McCarthy Square in Banjul. This annual holiday, celebrated on the 18th of February, brings together Gambians from all walks of life for a day of activities, commemorating that fateful day 58 years ago, when the British colonial flag was lowered, ushering a new era of political independence for the country. Senior government officials, including ministers, National Assembly members, security service chiefs, diplomats, traditional religious leaders graced the event, which was also attended by representatives of political parties in a rare moment of unity. The President, His Excellency Adama Barrow, accompanied by the First Lady Fatuba Barrow and Lady Sergeant Barrow, arrived at the square to preside over the celebrations. His arrival as Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces marked the beginning of activities which usually characterize this special event. The main highlight of which was the inspection of the forces on parade, led by Lieutenant Colonel Abdullah Mboub of the Gambian National Army. Then followed one of the most anticipated events of the independence celebrations, the parade of the armed and security forces, comprising detachments of the Gambian National Army, Republican National Guard, elements of the Naval Fleet and Battalion, the Gambia Police Force, the Police Intervention Unit, the Gambia Immigration Department, the President's Department, the Fire and Ambulance Services, and the Gambia Revenue Authority. After a spectacular display by the armed and security services, the parade commander, Lieutenant Colonel Abdullah Mboub, sought and was granted permission to march off the parade grounds by the President and Commander-in-Chief, His Excellency Adama Barrow.
Your Excellency, after the march past in slow quick time, advance in review order, for the joy and the 3 hearty cheers, may I have your permission to march the parade, Your Excellency.
After the departure, school children representing schools within Banjul took the stage, marching past the President, accompanied by music from the police band. Given the low-key nature of this year's celebrations, participation was restricted to schools based in the capital. After they had settled, the President, His Excellency Adama Barrow, delivered his independence address on the theme, Democracy, a Recipe for Peace and Development, in which he implored all Gambians, irrespective of political and religious differences, to focus on our common future as a nation.
Democracy allows us to consult, dialogue, negotiate, compromise, and accommodate dissent. It is a system that rejects injustice, inequality, suppression, dictatorship, and autocracy. In addition, it promotes rights, freedoms, procedures, and regulations. In the Gambia, as Democrats, we maintain the supremacy of the Constitution and the rule of law, with due regard accorded to our diversity.
President Barrow harped on the importance of peace and stability as indispensable elements in the socio-economic development of the country, adding that his government will spare no effort to fight and defeat criminal elements bent on terrorizing the population.
Peace, stability, and development go together. Hence, a common characteristic of the strongest nations is stability. They have overcome the fear and incidents of instability, particularly through military takeovers and unconstitutional uprisings. In contrast, conflicts and military takeovers persistently hinder Africa's development. So there is no wisdom in choosing paths that lead to unrest and destruction. As we internally manage the affairs of our dear nation, we must also look inward with more patriotic vigor and unite to strengthen internal security.
To the assembled school children and their teachers, the President urged them to maintain discipline and hard work, reassuring that his government will continue to invest in education for a prosperous future.
My government continually refers to education as a priority and will never cease exploring ways of ensuring that, in the long term, we have a literate and sufficiently skilled population. Education is the key to development, and the more adequately trained and skilled citizens we have, the greater our chances are to lift the country out of ignorance, poverty, and ill health. Reflect on the significance of the day among yourselves and strive to become a new breed of democratic citizens.
This marked the end of the official ceremony at the Makati Square, and it was all smiles and handshakes for the president and the dozens of high-profile attendees who lined to greet him and exchange pleasantries. The president, accompanied by his family, then walked through the square to the State House. This now paves the way for regional celebrations across the country to be presided over by respective governors. Mamadou Diallo, GRCS News.